There is just this. Whatever is happening, or that seems to be happening, it is this already. No matter the shape or form it may appear to be. And this is already every apparent thing, yet it's nothing. It can never be known, it can never be understood, it can never be gotten. Because there is no separation. There is already nothing sticking out on its own. Everything is this already. Even that which seems to be seeking for this is already just this. There is already no separate seeker who's seeking already. They can be just seeking, which is already empty. In a sense that there is no one behind seeking who will eventually find what it's looking for. So there is really nothing to find here. There is nobody to find anything. There's just this, what is. What is can never be known. What is can never be described. What is can never be achieved. Because it's not separate. There is nothing outside of what is to know what is or to find what is. It's just what is. You can say it's what is, and that which isn't. It appears to be things, yet it's not a thing. It is beyond any description, it's beyond any name. Yet what seems to be a description and names may seem to appear in it. So there is no real separation. What seems to be separation is just a story. What seems to be separation is just this, which is already whole and complete, expressing as what seems to be separation. And this right here didn't find anything. This right here isn't a thing. There is already no center. There is already no position. Yet what seems to be the center or position may seem to appear in this, which is already positionless, centerless. And this isn't talking to anybody. There is already no one here to talk to. And there's no one here who's even talking. There can be just voices or a sound that is being made. That's the meaning was imposed in it. So this is the same as birds chirping, except that when the bird is chirping, there is no meaning that was imposed in that. It doesn't really mean anything. So these are just words, and these words are empty. In the story, it may seem as if they mean something, but they never really mean anything. And this isn't trying to convey any message. This isn't trying to save anybody. There is no intention here to save the whole world, because that which seems to be the world is already nothing. There is no real world. What seems to be the world is just a story. So the seeker can never really find what it's looking for, because there is already no real separate seeker. It's just the totality, this wholeness appearing as what seems to be the seeker. So there is already no Nkosi here, because if we were to operate on this body, we could only find uh, the organs, the intestines, the brain, uh, or what seems to be the brain, the hearts, the liver. We can never really find the Nkosi. This body is already empty. There's no one inside the body already. But in the story, it may seem as if there's somebody here who was born one day, who grew up in a certain location. But that's just a story. Yet the story itself, as it is beautiful. That's not to say it's good or bad. It's just what appears to happen. It's just also an expression of wholeness of everything. But this, as it is already storyless. Yet different stories may seem to appear, and somebody not liking a certain story, somebody liking a certain story that may seem to be coming up as well from this. But this, as it is already opinionless, is already empty and free to be anything. So, what seems to be stories may appear in this. And then it may seem as if the story is going to a certain direction and another story is going to a different direction. But it's still just the totality, this, which is nothing, appearing as stories. Just like the ocean, different waves may seem to appear in the ocean, but the waves themselves are still an ocean. As a matter of fact, there's no such thing as waves, there's just the ocean. What seems to be waves is still an ocean that seems to be moving forward. So, this is beyond any description. This is beyond any name. Yet, names or words may be used or may be seen as just concepts and used to describe that which can never really be described, to describe that which is not a thing. But words themselves are never really describing anything. There's just appearances from this, which itself is not an appearance. This never appeared, therefore it never disappears. It doesn't disappear, sorry. So there's just whatever is happening, sitting on the chair happening, thinking happening, emotions, the room, the sounds. They're just what is. This already. So there is no separation. There is no one to know this. There is no one to find this. There is no one to get this. Because there's just this already. And this isn't a thing. Yet it may seem to appear as apparent things. So there's just what's happening.